Hey, welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to I'm Right, the kind of pre-show, which really, all we're really doing is checking out all the equipment to make sure it's ready for live. Because we do the show live every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern. So we want everything to be correct while we really go live. Now, if you are watching or listening to this in replay, you can just fast forward past this portion and get right into the show. But also, I'd like to thank specifically our audio listeners. Oh my gosh, all of you are doing such a great job listening to all of our 300 and something shows that you choose from. We really love that you do that, and it helps our numbers tremendously. And also, thank you for listening to the sponsors before and after the show. That really helps us, and that's why we don't have to charge you. The sponsors help with that. Now, also, audio listeners, come on and check out the live show every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern. You can watch it on YouTube and Facebook. You can also go to Jill's website, which is Cox-Cordova.com, and click the podcaster tab, and you can watch it right there. And for all of you that do come live, there's a lot of things you can do. So you can make comments and ask questions if you're on YouTube or Facebook. But if you're feeling daring, you feel like you really want to be something and be shown and heard, there's a link there on Facebook and on YouTube. And all you have to do is click the link and it will bring you right into the show live. Now just follow the prompts once you click that, and if you don't want the camera to be on, just choose not to turn on your camera. And we will let you know when we're ready to bring you to the stage. So we'll be able to hear you, and the audience will not hear you until we bring you to the stage. So please try to do that. Last week we had a live studio audience. So we didn't have to prompt you to speak, because we had them right in the audience and they were willing to speak, which was pretty good. Now we've got about 1 minute and 20 seconds before the actual live show starts, where you'll see me, Anthony Cordova, and my co-host, my beautiful wife, Jill Cox-Cordova, and we're really ready to get the show started. We're anxious. If there was no timer, and now we have about 1 minute to showtime, I would be saying, Jill, can we start now? Can we start now? Can we start now? Actually, I did do that this evening. So we've got about another 50 seconds and we're going to get right into the show. And I really do want to thank all of our listeners for supporting us, in what we do, and you keep coming back, and we really love you for it. We got about another 30 seconds and we're gonna get right into the show. So please stand by. Hey, we got it right this time.
We did. We're in sync. We're in rhythm.
Yes, we are. Yes,
Hello, everyone. Welcome. Welcome to the show.
Welcome.
that's called I'm Right.
I'm right.
And I'm Jill Cox-Cordova.
I'm Anthony Cordova. Yes, I am.
Yes, you are.
Yeah, how about that?
Yes, you are.
What's happening,
I'm
Jill?
glad
What are we
you're
doing?
here. I'm glad you're here.
I'm glad you're glad I'm here.
Yes.
What would it be like if I wasn't here?
I would just talk to authors. It would not be I'm right, I'm right. It would just be I'm right.
All right.
Right?
Yeah. No, you would be able to feel my presence.
Of course I would. Of course I would.
Absolutely.
Of course I would. Well, at the beginning of the show, like the 5 minutes before the show officially starts, I always ask, who's here with us tonight? Because, of course, our show has an interactive audience.
Yes. Live.
So a couple of people have answered me.
Oh, cool.
First, John is back.
John
says, me, I'm here.
Like me,
Hi, John.
Hi, John. It's good to see you.
Good to have you back.
Good to know you're here.
Yes.
I don't see you because you're not on the show live with us. All you have to do
He is on the show live with us.
Well, I can't see him.
You just can't see him.
But all you have to do is push the link, and we can bring you right in here. And
push the link. Click the link.
Tap, click, push the button, do that, and you'll be in the show. Follow the prompts, you'll be in the show.
But John is really good at typing his comments too, which we appreciate.
He actually is. He's very quick with it. It's
a good thing.
It's a good thing I don't have to type comments.
Probably wouldn't make the show. Is that what you're saying?
That's right.
And we also have Crystal.
Hey,
Crystal is in the house. Hey, Crystal. Hi.
It's good to see you.
Good to see you. Because we actually did see her.
Yes, we did.
This weekend.
Yep, sure did.
Yes. And yes, John, the link that Tony was talking about is in the comments.
Yeah.
Yes, it is in the comments.
Cool.
And then we also have Denise. Denise is here.
Hi, Denise. How are ya?
Hey.
Hey.
So I mentioned that we saw Crystal this weekend. It was wonderful. Mm-hmm. Oh, we have more. Connie and Ronaldo are here.
Oh, gee.
Connie and Ronaldo, I missed that you were part of our live studio audience who talked. So maybe you'll talk tonight.
Perhaps.
I miss you being here to do that, but
perhaps.
Yes, perhaps. All right, we got quite a few people with us tonight, which is wonderful.
Yes, it is.
So I mentioned
what's happening.
Well, before we get into tonight's topic, I want to say something else that happened weekend that was amazing. So we met up with one of our strongest audience supporters and friends. She's definitely a friend. Her name is Diane, and she's actually been a featured guest on the show, too. She was talking about being a caregiver. And she gave us our first podcast award.
Congratulations.
Yes.
The 20th Annual People's Choice Podcast Award.
And right now we are still nominees, and we made the top 10 in the category of society and culture in the podcast awards.
Yeah.
So she's told us, well, you're already winners to me because you made it to the top 10. You're a nominee. So she gave us this spectacular award.
Nice.
It was wonderful, beautiful. And she gave us the little thing that the plaque is sitting on, which was amazing too, because we don't have to go look for that. Right? And if it,
we went black. We went black, dark.
But we're back. We're back. She also gave what I call the Golden Mic Award, since the hand is golden and there's a mic. And this one was for us making it to our 300th episode. I think tonight's episode is 305.
305, I believe it is.
Yes. And so she wanted to honor that milestone as well. So thank you so much, Diane. You gave us our first podcast awards. So thank you. Thank you so much. And we love it.
And it does count, even if it came from a friend of ours.
It does count because everything that she honored is true.
Yes.
We are a nominee in the podcast awards. And we find out on September 28th whether we won or not.
Yeah.
And the other thing, yes, we did reach our 300th episode. We are on 305 tonight.
Sure did.
So thanks again, Diane.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. So one thing I do at the top of oh, wait, before I get there, we have more
breaking
people.
News.
More people.
Breaking news.
Chris and Tamia are with us too, and they say, "Hey y'all, hey, what's up?" And then John is commenting on our awards. He says, "Oh my goodness!" And he says, "No conflict here. No conflict. There's no conflict here." All right. So at the top of every show, I always talk about the final results of the poll I did the week before on the topic last week. So last week we talked about surprise visits. And again, our surprise visit episode was not based on family coming to visit. It was not. I promise you.
Surprise.
It was based on a conversation that we had.
They gave us fair warning.
Yes. So last week I asked, are surprise visits ever a good thing? And the final results of my LinkedIn poll, 17% said yes. Again, I do believe those are the people who make surprise visits. 50% said no. And 33% said it depends on who's visiting. Which is fair enough.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
All right. So tonight, our topic is about tracking sharing your location with others, and tracking their location.
So being tracked, your phone being tracked, and tracking someone's phone.
Correct.
This is what we're talking about.
This is what we're talking about.
Okay.
And it's part of a segment that we call
Stand by your stance.
So for tonight's episode, sweetheart, I asked people on LinkedIn, do you have a problem with people tracking your location?
Yes.
50% did say yes.
Yeah, my answer is yes.
0% so far, again, it's a week-long poll, 0% so far have said no.
Really?
Do you have a problem with people tracking your location? Nobody said no so far. And then the other 50% said, it depends on who's tracking me. Mm-hmm. So you already took a stance. You said yes, you have a problem with people tracking you?
That is yes. That's what I meant. If I said it incorrectly.
No, I think you did say.
I have a problem with my phone being tracked. But I think we need to backtrack a second.
Okay.
And we need to let the audience why we came up with this episode, what we found out.
And that goes along with another poll that I found.
Oh, so
not that I conducted, but I found.
You want me to hold off on saying?
You can say it, and I'll back you up. I know what you're about to say.
Okay.
For once, I know what you're about to say.
We were talking to our grandson, and our grandson let us know that people his age, which is 20, he's 20 now?
He's 19.
He's 19. So people in that age group, everybody tracks everybody's phone like 99.9%.
It's their way of being connected. And to back you up, the poll that I found said 65% of Gen Z, which is he's a part of that generation, most likely to use location sharing, not only to use it, but with at least 4 or more people. So I'm backing you up with the results.
He also told us that if you share your phone number with anyone, like anyone, at that time, they track each other's phones also.
I would absolutely hate that. Absolutely.
So he says that people get snubbed if they see you at one location for like 4 hours and they've been trying to call you and you don't answer. They get snubbed and upset. Why aren't you answering me? But you could be busy.
You could be busy.
But,
Yes.
they're like, I know you're at home. Why aren't you answering your phone?
Yes. Yes. I would not like that at all. And John backs up our stance on that. John says, never do that. Never, never.
Never.
And then he says, screw that. Right? So yes, I agree with that, John. Like, I don't think anybody needs to track me. Now, I do.
So you have a problem with me tracking your phone?
You don't track my phone, and I don't track yours. I know when I'm being tracked. I do know when I'm being tracked. So now, on the other hand, now if you asked me, you said, Jill, I would like to track you because maybe you're concerned about my safety if I'm driving, because I hardly ever drive myself anywhere anymore. So maybe you're concerned about my safety and you want to make sure I got there or something. If you ask me, can I track you? I would say yes for that, but then later I would make sure that you didn't do it anymore, like that you removed the tracker.
Yeah, someone asked Jill, Jill, do you track Tony? And she said no, because I don't want him tracking me.
I don't track anybody for that same reason. Now, I understand, parents wanting to track their children.
Yes, and then that kind of makes sense.
That makes
if
that
you
makes
have
sense.
a minor child.
If you had a minor now.
A minor child?
Yes. Would you track them?
Probably.
Yeah. I get that.
Yeah.
But adults tracking adults, I'm like, why? Why? Just ask me where I'm going or where I am.
We need someone in the audience to chime in that's pro tracking.
So far, I don't see it. As a matter of fact, Connie says she's in her mid-70s and she appreciates her daughter tracking her. She says, I feel safe and she feels at ease. Now, that is a good point of giving someone peace of mind. If they worry all the time about you and where you are, especially if you're on the road a lot, it does give them peace of mind.
Well, I have a confession.
Okay.
I am being tracked.
Not by Jill. Not by Jill.
I am being tracked by one person that I know of, and that's my oldest daughter.
Because?
She kind of tracks everybody
It
in
gives
the family.
It gives her peace of mind.
It gives her a sense of
it gives
security.
her, yes, peace of mind. Now, the way that she first started tracking you was funny. That was a funny situation. We were hanging out, and I guess we, being our age, didn't come home when we should have. We didn't know we had a curfew.
We were hanging out during the week. It wasn't even a weekend.
Yes, it was a weekday. It was 11 o'clock, and then suddenly it gets, share your location on your phone. So, we did it, and it was mainly because her son was concerned that we weren't home. So on one hand, it's nice, as Connie's saying, it's nice that we could give them peace of mind immediately. But you could also have called and asked where we were.
If I remember, my phone was turned off.
Oh, well, yeah, because we went to an event. We were at an event where you needed to turn your phone off.
Yeah, my phone was off, and we didn't turn it on till the ride home, and that's when we start seeing, text messages.
Yes. And you just never turned it off because you saw that it gave her peace of mind to know
Yeah.
where you are. And I guess people assume that I'm with you when they know you're out somewhere. I guess they assume I'm with you. And most of the time I am.
Okay.
So they don't need to track my phone.
I think they do.
No, they don't.
If I'm getting tracked, you should be tracked.
Then they'll see that I sit in my house all day, every day. Remember, I'm the one with hermit tendencies, you know. So we have more comments. John says that data could be used by a third party, and that is true in some cases. That is true. Yep. And then Chris and Tamia say, I am not going to track anybody, and I don't mind to... Okay, so this is Chris talking. I am not going to track anybody, and I don't mind Tamia tracking me. I am still going to go where I want to go. LOL. Now, we did track our daughter, though. I had to. I get that.
Yeah, that's understandable.
That is.
It is.
That is.
Yeah.
So,
well, I wonder what would be the cutoff age for tracking your child. Is it 18, 19, 20,
well,
21?
I know some parents track their child at least through, if they go to college, at least through college.
Ooh,
But I would have hated for my mother to track me during college. Not that I didn't go anywhere I shouldn't, but, she might have questioned her, like, are you studying? Why are you at First Avenue on a Thursday night?
I'd have to leave my phone in the study hall.
to
under a cushion somewhere.
To make people think you were studying all night?
Yeah, and get myself a burner phone. So, you see where I think this is where my mind goes. So how am I going to avoid? So I'm going to get that burner phone, and I'm going to connect to the people I want to connect. And then when they start wanting to track me and stuff, break that burner phone.
Now, why don't you want to be tracked for the most part, other than the one person we know is tracking you?
Well, I can tell you exactly why. As many of you know, I was an over-the-road truck driver, and I went back to driving a truck. But I don't run the whole country anymore. But when I was running the whole country, I liked the feeling of being out anywhere in the country and no one knew where I was. I actually enjoyed that. So I got used to not being tracked. And, I've been doing this so long, we didn't have cell phones, when I started driving a truck. So, no one could reach me unless I called them from a payphone. So see, oh, sorry.
That's okay. No, there was something. There's something.
I thought I sprayed.
That would have been a different reaction.
That didn't happen. So so that is why I don't want to be tracked. I like the feeling of not being tracked.
I like that feeling too. I just feel if you want to know where I am, depending on who you are, I'll tell you.
Or not.
Depending, I guess that does depend on who you are. Some people may get the real answer, and but for the most part, like I would say, ever since I was in junior high, even I just didn't think it was anyone's business other than my mother's.
Yeah, I agree.
Or my grandmother when I was staying with her.
And I've always been kind of a loner anyway, so.
And I grew up an only child, so
Yeah.
So on a need-to-know basis.
A loner and an only child.
Well, I'm not an only child now. I just grew up
You
as
were,
one.
yeah, but that's still your mentality.
I don't think that was a compliment.
It is. No, you think like an only child.
Is that a compliment?
Me, mine.
It's not a compliment.
Mine, me.
We're gonna have a show about sibling rivalry one of these days, and only children.
This is.
We have other comments to get to.
I know Jill still thinks like an only child.
I don't know what that means.
Mine.
No, I don't.
Want to share.
I do share.
I don't want to share.
I share. I share. You act more like an only child than I do.
Oh, no, I do not.
Yes, you do. Tony, will you please order me podcast equipment? Sure, honey. And you did it. And now we're doing this show instead of the show I wanted to do.
Together.
So I'm the one that compromised on that.
No, you chose not to do the show.
I couldn't do both. So I did the one with you.
We've had 3 different shows going all at the same time before. So don't tell me you couldn't.
It was too much. That was too much.
No.
It was too much.
No, we
have other comments. Hey, Robert.
Right.
Robert is here. And if Angela is with you, hi, Robert and Angela.
Robert.
Hi. He says his family uses Life 360 for their family. So
everybody knows where everybody is.
Yep. Yep. And remember, that's the one our grandson said he couldn't do. Remember?
That's right. Even my grandson said, I can't do that. No.
It tracked a little too much for him.
That's right.
But your kids are older, Robert and Angela. So that I can see. And does that work well for you? I assume it works well for your family since the whole family uses it. So thank you for that. And then John is commenting that I grew up in the middle of a national park. Yeah, you didn't need to track me.
Well, actually, if you're in a national park, you probably need to be tracked.
No, I don't. It's a very finite area.
What if a bear came and kidnapped you?
We didn't have bears.
What if a snake came and kidnapped you?
I would run from it.
What if you were riding your bike through the woods and hit a boulder?
I did do that.
I did that. And couldn't walk.
I had friends with me.
And your head was split open and you needed life flight.
My injuries weren't that serious. I did get injured, but 2 friends were with me. I wasn't by myself, So yeah, still don't think it was anybody's business where I was, except my mother and my grandmother, people who looked after me.
What if you hopped a ride with a wolf because you thought it would be fun, and the wolf took you and dropped you, like 5 miles away in a cave?
That sounds like something you and Chris would do. Not me. We have another comment. I was asking if 360 Life 360 worked for Robert's family, and he says it does, especially in the case of our car trouble. Oh, yes, that's a good point. Trouble. Or when we are traveling. That makes sense. That makes total sense.
Yeah, if I'm in the car and I have car trouble, I call AAA. That's what I do. I don't have 360.
Okay.
So.
But it works for his family, so that's a good option.
Yeah. No,
and a good reason to use it.
Yeah, that is. Come pick me up.
Yep.
Here I am.
Yep. And John says, back to the national park, or Sasquatch said, "Hey, that's for that's for me." So I did used to think that Bigfoot was hiding out, in the park where I grew up. I did believe that. I never saw him, but I did believe he was there.
Sasquatch is up in them dead hills.
So, yeah.
Yeah, so you didn't even mention Sasquatch being in the North Georgia mountains.
What about him?
Well, Chris,
are you asking Chris if he's seen Sasquatch?
He's probably seen Sasquatch, but he didn't want to show you the pictures.
Sasquatch doesn't scare me. I think I would be more fascinated by that if I ever saw Sasquatch. Yeah. Yeah. Robert says his children call him.
That's right. That's right.
And Chris
Okay,
says, Chris
come
and
pick me
Tamia
up.
say, I hike all the time in the national forest. We do have radios to stay in contact. Yeah, like
Very good.
you don't want to be without
Yeah.
something to communicate with.
Yeah, that's true. That's very smart. Actually.
Yes,
It's very
yes,
smart.
yes, yes.
So cool.
Yeah. So shall we get to our last segment?
Sure.
It's called
I'm trying to help you.
Okay, Jill, what do you have? What do you have? What do you have?
Well, if you're a parent, I do recommend that, and if you have minor children or just concerned about them for whatever reason, I do recommend tracking them. But adult to adult, I don't want to be tracked, and I will let you know that. So if you don't want to be tracked, let somebody know that.
Okie dokie. All right, I believe it's okay for everyone in the family to track me. Oh, when I start wandering off and don't know where I am.
How will we know that?
Well, yeah, I'm going to be a little older. When I get a little older, sometimes I might end up wandering off,
Okay.
And so at that point, yeah, track me.
Okay. That's a good point.
Yeah.
That is a good point. Yeah.
Yeah, if I have dementia, who knows what'll happen to me when I get older. So, yeah, then it's okay for everybody to track me.
Okay. All right. Well, Chris and Tamia have an interesting comment about Sasquatch. They said, "Uh-oh, you're asking about Sasquatch? Yes, we have seen the big guys." Now I know they're just messing with me.
Oh, no.
I have seen actual signs that say like Sasquatch crossings and Bigfoot crossings. What?
Sasquatch, they run in tribes. So it's usually not just one Sasquatch.
Which is why he said big guys, plural.
Yes. There's several. And there's female Sasquatches.
They're
also.
messing with me.
They're
Chris.
not messing with you.
Yes,
There's
they
Sasquatch.
are. The next comment is LOL.
He's just messing with you because you might be afraid of Sasquatch.
But I'm not.
Okay.
I'm afraid of the
when
bear.
we go to Chris
I'm
and
afraid
Tamia's
of
house,
the copperheads.
we're gonna hunt
I'm afraid
Sasquatch
of all those
at
other
night.
animals he's been posting pictures of. So that's my challenge to you, Chris.
Get some pictures.
Track, since we're talking about tracking, track Sasquatch, the big guys as you called them, and post that. That's my challenge to you.
Yeah, remember there was two guys up by them that claimed they had caught a Sasquatch or found a dead Sasquatch, and they took it and they put it in a deep freezer, and they took some pictures of it and sent them all over.
I hope it wasn't Chris, because he's saying I am serious.
See, we're gonna go up there. We're gonna go Sasquatch hunting.
I would actually go on that because you all would be fascinating to me. I would have my pen and paper taking notes about you all doing that.
You're supposed to beat on trees.
Oh, is that what you're supposed to do?
Beat on
to
trees
bring them out,
with
or
like
to
a
scare them
log,
away,
or like a big heavy stick, and you bang on the trees, and that will bring Sasquatch out.
What do you do to get away from Sasquatch?
Run. Run from Sasquatch. And I've heard that they have a very strong, unique odor.
Interesting.
So if you smell a Sasquatch, you'll never forget.
What does it smell like?
I don't know.
What is the smell compared to?
I don't know.
Okay. Well, John has a long comment that you won't be able to see, but I'll read it all. Sasquatch brings toys at Christmas. Takes your tooth, leaves money under your pillow. But on one Good Friday, the Sasquatch died.
And he rose again.
Then on the third day, the Sasquatch rose from the dead, rolled the rock back, looked down, and saw his shadow. He got spooked, went back into his tomb, and there was 6 more weeks of tourist season. That is fantastic.
That is really good. And to come up with that so quickly, we got to get you on the show.
Yeah, see, I told you John could type some comments.
Yeah, we got to get you on.
Chris and Tamia say they have pictures of footprints, Sasquatch footprints. We can't go looking for them, though. Why not?
It's dangerous. It's dangerous.
Robin says, what about the next step of being chipped? Ooh, I hope not. So it is not your phone being tracked, but you.
But you, yeah.
I feel like we need like Twilight Zone music for that.
Well, you know, they're already talking about getting everybody chipped.
I know. I don't want that. I don't want that either.
Yep. And you won't,
that's what I say about that.
And you won't need credit cards or anything because everything is going to be in your chip that's in your body. Very convenient. Oh, yeah. Boom, I just paid for something on Amazon.
I don't want that.
That's all you got to do.
I don't.
Boom, just bought something on eBay.
I don't want that.
Boom.
So what do you wave the other? You wave the other way if you accidentally bought something that you didn't want.
I don't know. All I know is you pay for stuff like this. Poof, it's paid for.
Anyway, so it seems to me that we're gonna have to do an episode about Sasquatch and relationships and chips and being chipped.
Yes,
that's what it seems like to me. So, thank you everybody for being so engaging. These comments are really fun.
Who thought we would end up with Sasquatch?
Who knew?
When we're talking about tracking people.
Who knew?
Oh boy. Hey, everybody, remember to check out I'm Right every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern. And you can watch that on Facebook and YouTube. You can also watch it on Jill's website, JillCox-Cordova.com, and click the podcaster tab. After show, anyone? We need your input. I think you all gave us a good one for one of our episodes, a Sasquatch episode. That would be interesting.
It would be.
Yeah. Okay. But if you have any ideas for shows or questions, you know how to reach us. Just ask us. All right.
We have a couple more comments.
Okay.
Connie says, sounds a little disturbing. She was talking about the being chipped. I agree. Very disturbing. And Robert also says that would be a bridge too far for me. I totally agree, Robert. Totally agree.
It's coming.
It's coming. All right. Well, that was it for this week. We'll be back next week.
We will be back next week. Love you all. And I'm speaking specifically to the audio listeners. So, audio listeners, stick around until the end of the show and please check out our sponsors, and they will air right after us. So we love you all. Till next week. Bye.
Bye.